Hey guys, it's Adrienne. I am a senior marketing manager here at Hiilite, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to set up a marketing calendar for not only your digital marketing, but your entire annual marketing strategy. So the first thing we're going to do is we have a template that we've developed. Super easy, super simple tool. I'm going to walk you through how to set it up and how you can apply this to your marketing strategy to help you plan all of your tactics and measure your results over the year. Okay, so I've got our template open here, and it is built into a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to give you guys the link to where you can go to download this template for yourself. But first, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the different components and how you can use this for planning your annual marketing. So the first tab is basically just an overview of your entire year. So you have the first column to break up your activities. So depending on what tactics you're using, you can outline your pay-per-click campaigns, AdWords, Facebook, your social media, if you're doing any video or photography, blogging, newsletters, essentially whatever it is that you need as far as your marketing tactics, you can list them here. And then we basically have the weeks of the year laid out. So this is a really great way for you to see in one snapshot kind of what different activities are happening and how they're overlapping. It's great to make sure your campaign messaging is matched up. For example, if you know you're going to be doing a Facebook campaign at the same time as your blog and your newsletter, you might want to make sure that your content for those things are aligned. So yeah, this basically just takes, you have the whole year to break down your different activities and give you a really good overview of everything. So basically you can just go through and mark, say the first, the second and third week of January. Of course, this will probably be longer, but you can go through and fill this out. The next tab is your budget. And so as you can see, that's kind of color coded down here, and we've broken it into quarters. You can make the quarters to whatever it is for your business, whatever your fiscal year is. For ease of starting off, we've broken it into 4 quarters. Basically, you have the first quarter, January through March, second quarter, April through June, third quarter, July through September, so on. And so this is an opportunity for you to include your budget for the year. So what is your quarterly budget for the different activities that you will be undertaking for your marketing for the year? So you can go ahead and fill that out, and then it's also really great to keep track. You could fill out your budget here, and then you could go ahead and fill out your actuals as the year progressed and see if your annual total is adding up to what you had budgeted, if you're over or below budget. Okay, so the next tab is your goal, basically your overall annual strategy overview. So you're going to want to list out what are your objectives. So is it going to be a 25% increase in revenue? Is it going to be an additional, you want to land 3 minimum 5-figure clients, or whatever that looks like for you? Whatever it can be, list your objectives for the year. These are your goals for the year. Then in your metrics, you're going to want to say, okay, how am I going to measure my progress towards these results? So obviously, what am I going to use to measure increases in revenue? Well, it's going to be annual or monthly revenue numbers, and so on. So you want to think about this is your overview for the entire year. What targets are you going to market? What platforms are you going to go after? This is basically your audience, your user profiles. We talk about that in some of our other videos. So defining who your primary, secondary audiences are, what platforms you're going to reach them on, and where are they located. So your geo-targeting. Once you have this, you're in a really good position to say, okay, now that we know what we want to achieve for the year, how are we going to break that down into quarterly campaigns that are going to move us towards this overall goal? And you can start with your Q1. So it's similar idea, but rather than the year, you're going to look at what are our objectives for quarter one, how are we going to measure them, who are we targeting, what platforms are we using. There's a few other additional items you can include in here. Again, this is a template. You can build it out to what works for you. You could talk about not only where you're targeting, but who are your main competitors, what's the tone and messaging of your campaign for this quarter, what activities are you going to undertake. So once you've filled out your strategy for the quarter, each tab following can break down the actual month-by-month activities that you're going to undertake. So you have your notes section here. You can actually detail each activity for your campaigns in these weeks. You have a full calendar view to be able to see the days of the week, and you can also fill in different items here. So maybe it's launch campaign. But this allows you to coordinate the activities of your team so that you can actually define everything that's going to need to happen month by month so that you know what's being done and who's doing what. Makes it easy for everyone to collaborate on your marketing activities together. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to go through and fill out the next quarter, month by month. Super easy, and again, it's a template, so you can modify it to your needs if you'd like. So for example, in Q3, we actually broke down even more detail as to what we wanted to achieve on social media, paid platforms, our email marketing. It is a spreadsheet, so you can go ahead and make this work for your business or your company, and this is how we were able to coordinate with the team and see timelines when activities were going to be undertaken and so forth. So yeah, I hope you guys find this useful. It's a really great way to keep track of everything that's happening for you throughout the year, keep you focused on your main goals and moving towards the targets that you want to achieve. The thing I really like about this template as well is that you don't need to rebuild it every single year. In fact, if you just go up to the first one here, and for the next year, you can copy your document, update the date, and it will automatically update this calendar for you and make sure that you're into the next calendar year. So super easy to use. It's my favorite template that I've come across, and I've made some adjustments to it that work for us at Hiilite as an agency. And I hope that you guys find it useful too. If you have any questions, like I said, I will post the link to where you can download this template below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, leave a comment, just send me a message on social media, and I'll be happy to clarify anything that you might need. So make sure you subscribe to our channel if you want more useful tidbits like this. I plan on creating a few more template-based videos for you guys with downloads that go along with them. So thanks, and I hope you enjoyed this video.